It's about that time. Looking at my rollie. I think it's about that time. Yeah, it's about that time.
Some more swag.
This the big Heff show, it's not the little one. Turn your speakers up, baby, this gon' be a good one. They say, where you been, Heffy, baby? I been doing something. I been cooking frog legs because you really know it's jumping noise. I'm the big shark, baby, dipping gold, dripping diamonds. One look at my watch and it says perfect timing. Big shark on me, yeah, shining and blinded. One look at my rollie and it says, yeah, time. Yeah, I got air with me, huh? DJ Dream with me, yeah. Got T-Rex with me, yeah, that big green with me. Hey, you know Ash with me, Brandy Marie with me. The whole crew fly, it like Chico Bean with me. WNRV 108.1. We got the latest, hottest music from where I come from. We cover all the trending topics that you might discuss. And then we bring out special guests and then we all turn up. So turn me up, CJ, turn me up. You know we definitely not the tools, we them ones. Hashtag turn me up, CJ, turn me up. Turn me to the max until you feel the speakers bust. Turn me up, hey. It's the big Heff show, it's not the little one. Turn your speakers up, baby, this gon' be a good one. They say, where you been, Heffy, baby? I been doing something. I been cooking frog legs because you really know it's jumping noise. I'm the big shark, baby, dipping gold, dripping diamonds. One look at my watch and it says perfect timing. Big shark on me, yeah, shining and blinded. One look at my rollie and it says perfect timing.
Yeah. Okay. I'm back. Christmas time, man. I want to welcome everybody to the Big Heff Radio Show. It's a special edition. It's the end of the year, so we having a good time. We got a special guest. He came here, I want to say all the way from London or somewhere exotic, but is it Salt Lake City? Did you fly in from Salt Lake City?
I did. No, I flew here from Atlanta, actually.
Okay,
But
so
yeah.
traveling all over the world. He's a road runner. Introduce yourself, man.
I thought you was going to give me any good
I
introduction.
you
should have said come from Egypt.
I was gonna say international soccer player,
Not anymore.
founder of brands, creator of brands, and a jet setter. That good?
I'll take it.
All right.
I'll take what I can get these days.
No. So how did you get started doing how did you get started into the spirits brand, like that portion?
So I moved here 16, 17 years ago. And when I came here, I was an immigrant and I didn't know anyone in the US, but I moved to Miami. And I basically started working with the beer brands, the Miller Coors brands. And I was doing a lot of sports stuff, Dolphins, the Heat. It was the year that LeBron.
No, don't bring that up. Don't bring that up.
No, sorry.
No. That was a hurtful.
Decision.
That was a hurtful period of time in Cleveland history.
But we're here.
Miami was lit though.
Yeah, it was.
I did go down to Miami. Like everybody was outside.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
It was a big time for Miami. So I moved there literally the month before that happened.
How did you like the Miami culture?
Yeah, it was ups and downs. It was good for me when I was young. But as I got older, I started to become less and less into it because it's everything to the top notch there. It's, with everything, with the cars, the money, the houses, the whole thing.
I was out of it. I mean, but it being so multicultural, and then you being there at such a peak time of their kind of like their sports history. Like, how did you input yourself into those big moments?
I mean, because I had access, I had severe access, like every Heat game, I saw every championship, the loss, the wins, So that was amazing for me. The Dolphins, you know, at that time, the Panthers, it was all happening at that time, and I had the access to that. So that was a that was an amazing thing for me, honestly, personally. And then we got access to all the clubs, all the dinner, all the food. You know, it was the best food in the country there. You know, at that time, with all these restaurants coming in, and you know, we were working within that industry. So as soon as you get access to that, you see everyone, you hear everyone, you're right there. So it was great at that point. But as I said, as I got older and older, and you know, had a family and stuff, I started moving more and more north away.
Everybody moves to Fort Lauderdale when you want to chill out.
Exactly.
And you don't have to deal with the riffraff and running into people all the time.
Thousands of people coming in every weekend, messing the whole place up. And so, I mean, but like, I didn't, the culture of Miami, you know, like the Martin Luther King weekend and how crazy that was. People would say, oh, you know, it's MLK weekend, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and check it out.
Yeah, go to Miami.
So everyone came in for that Art Basel, you know, all those huge things. And so I learned about all that while I was there.
Now take me back a little bit before that, like before you came into the country, before Miami. Like, where are you from? And like, there's an accent there. Like, explain that.
So Egyptian originally, and then I lived in Saudi Arabia, but I moved to the UK when I was 6. So I was in London when I was 6. That's where the accent comes from.
Okay.
And then I was there all the way up until kind of 25 years old. So you know, a big portion of my life was there. But you know, I was in the sports industry, so I was playing football. Soccer, you would call it. But football, and then when I stopped playing football, which was after 2 years, I got badly injured. And so I wanted to become the next best thing, which was an agent. Okay. So I became a lawyer. I studied at university, became a lawyer, and then the whole reason I did that was to then become an agent. So I started hustling at that point.
How hard was it to pass the bar?
Yeah. It was up there.
It was intense.
It was intense. It was a lot of work. But I'm one of those people that chills. And I was doing so much other stuff because I was trying to get players. I was trying to build my stuff before I actually did it. And so I was at games. I was traveling around the country watching players. Whilst I was at university, so I would cram in those last few weeks before the exams, before the things had to be turned in. So that was just the way I did it all the time. But then so I did that.
Did you have fun chasing those young athletes around, trying to get them to sign to your company?
The parents were the worst part of the whole thing. The parents, everybody thinks that their child is the best. And I've seen 1,000 better ones. And you have to try to convey that without offending everyone or whatever. But I'm a pretty straight up person, so some people didn't love that, but it was a grind. You know, you'd be at 2 games a day sometimes, and going from one to the next, and driving, you know, all through the night, and then I have to get back for college, you know, university the next day. So it was cool. I understand the talent in football, so I knew that, so I enjoyed watching that. But you know, it gets tiring doing that all the time.
All the time, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, bring me up to speed, man. You got this new gin. It's making waves into Ohio. What are some of the states that it's located in, and then how did you get started doing this? So
we are in Ohio now, very, very new, last couple of months. Michigan, also very, very new. Florida, Georgia, Utah, California, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Illinois is our number 1.
Okay. And you have a partner in it?
My partner, so the way that we kind of got into the gym was I was working at Bombay, and Bombay had the arts program. It was a great program. It was highlighting minority artists, and Hebrew Brantley, who was already a pretty well-known artist, he actually entered that competition, and he won Chicago, and I met him at the finals. His art was amazing, but at the end of that program, we would go around the whole country, different cities. People would put their work in online. We'd select the top sort of 20, 25, and then we'd feature them at a gallery for a month locally in the city. Then the top winner of that would then go and we would get a booth at Scope Art Basel.
Yeah.
And we would highlight all of those winners from the country, from around the country. And Hebrew was one of those. And actually, his piece was purchased by Jay-Z and Beyonce at that gallery through the Bombay Sapphire booth.
Okay.
And he got so much press and notoriety from that. And then I didn't come back to Bombay and for maybe 2-3 years after that. And I basically said, like, what have we done with this guy? It was the most PR you got from something within that program. Why haven't we done anything else with him? And everyone just, kind of looked around. And I said, we got to do something with him. So I got him to do the first ever limited edition Bombay Sapphire bottle. Yeah. So it was his artwork wrapped around the bottle. It sold out really, really quick. Everyone loved it. It got us some great kind of cultural mentions, things like that. Put us in the community a little bit. And him and I met, and we became fast friends. And when I was, I'd always been thinking about this. And so what I did, I'd been planning this whole journey with the OG gin, but when I met him, I knew I needed a real strong creative, which he is. Okay. And so I said, I kind of told him on the down, like, this is what I'm planning, and he instantly said, yeah, I want to do it.
What made you take that leap of faith to jump out there and say, I'm about to dedicate all my energy and time to starting this new brand?
A lot. That was. I always say, like, I'm not scared of anything. Yeah. But I realized that I was scared of leaving corporate America, Kushti, 401k, medical, this, that, the other, to do that. And so I saved some money. Mm-hmm. I made sure I had a pot that I could live off whilst I was doing this. And then when it got to the point of, I said, right, I'm gonna leave when we have bottles filled, ready in a warehouse, ready to be sold. Because I knew I could go and sell it. Yeah. So once that happened, which was November 3 years ago, I left and then started the journey of getting out into the States, getting distributors, all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how important, I know you said Hebrew was from Chicago.
Virtual DJ.
How important is the city of Chicago to you, and how does it align with your vision?
Chicago, to me, is my favorite place in the United States.
Okay.
The food, the culture, the people I have some type of draw there, an affinity to Chicago. The Midwest, just in general, I feel like the people are such a good mix of the city and then the country, like nice people blended. And the Midwest is that. That's why everyone knows Midwest as being the nicest people, but it really is. And then I feel like when you have cities like Chicago, Cleveland, since there's such a good blend of all of it in one, that's why Chicago, it's such a key place to us. But also from a food and drinks standpoint, they have the most fantastic restaurants, bars, drink culture, everything there. So I feel like that's where I'm gonna end up in there. The United States. Yeah.
Now I want you to name your top 5 liquor brands of all time.
Oh man, OG, number 1.
Okay.
Liquor, like what you got? What respect? What content?
It doesn't make a difference if it's cognac or whiskey or anything. Just your top 5 brands.
I mean, most of my stuff is going to be because I worked with them.
It's okay.
So, Doucet is one of mine.
Is that number 2?
Yeah, that could be number 2.
All right.
And I like Japanese brands.
Okay.
So I like Roku gin. I like Toki whiskey.
Toki.
And then...
What's number 5?
Number 5... You got me on the spot.
Oh, yeah. Come on, man. Take another sip.
Oh, yeah. Let me see. Let me think about it. OG. Nah. Oh, God. Let me come back to it. I'll give you the number.
I'm just going to say, on Big Heff Show, we stumped Peter.
Yeah, you did. That's
okay.
Difficult. That's difficult.
So how important is building a team when you're building a brand like this? How important is building a team for you?
It's everything, actually. Mm-hmm. The people are what makes the brand. So people think that when you launch a brand, it's about the branding and the look of the bottle and what you put out on social media and the pictures and the advertising. It's really the local people that you have and the experience that others have with those people that make people drink. So if you go and have an amazing experience, you meet someone and you love them straight away. You try their liquid, whatever it is, their liquor, their cocktail, whatever you try it, but they're cool. You have a great conversation. You'll probably instantly go and buy their thing again. If you see an advert or a commercial for something, you might have to see it 10 times before you even consider going to buy. So the team is everything for us. That's why everything we spend is in the team.
Okay.
Everything we spend every month is in our people, and that will always be the way with this brand.
Okay. Across from you, you have one of your teammates. Want to introduce her?
Yeah, OJ. So that's OJ. OJ has been working in the liquor business for a number of years, but this is her first real brand specific heavy job. And as the OG, one of our pillars of the brand is we want to bring people that may not get an opportunity somewhere else into the OG. So OJ, we wanted to train her. We wanted her to be out on the streets. We wanted her to learn the game. And so that OJ has been, she's great. She's hungry. She's a hustler. And that's what we need on this brand. And so we always want to give opportunity to our people to get them into the brand, because working at my companies I've worked for before, it's very, very few faces
for sure
that look like us.
OJ, how do you feel about representing the brand, and what made you identify with it more?
I love it. I'm just very happy and very grateful to Peter just for even giving me the chance, like you mentioned, and it's definitely a brand that I'm proud of to say that I work with.
Okay. Now, what's been some of your feedback since you've been out in the market?
Definitely positive feedback for sure. This is a really good quality, gin. So a lot of people, they would say, oh, I don't really like gin. I don't know about this. And they would give it a try and say, oh, okay, I can make an exception for the OG. This is different. This isn't like any other gin that I've ever had before. So definitely positive feedback.
And you coined the phrase called?
Hey, gin makes you win.
Okay, I like that. Peter, any last words? Any last words?
Go and buy the OG.
All right. Well, one, I'd like to welcome you to Cleveland. You are here in the Nerve DJ office, where it is nothing but legendary DJs and people from our community. So welcome to Cleveland. And then share the social media handles and where people can find more about you guys and the OG brand. Yeah, so our website is theoldg.com. People think, because we're coining off the OGs and the whole brand is about the OGs and the mentors and everything like that, they think it's the OG. It's theoldg.com. Our Instagram handle is @theoldgspirit. And that's where you're going to see everything that we're doing. That we very, very much, pretty much solely use Instagram to get out to our followers, to our people, to tell them about stuff that's happening. But the website is a very good place if you want to go and really see the story and see the founders and what we're doing behind it. That's the website. But the Instagram is really where we put stuff out there and show you what we're doing on a day to day. Okay. So that's where you should go. OJ? Social media handles.
You can follow me on Instagram at JustOJ, JUSTOJAY_.
And that's it, man. It's Big Heff Radio Show. We'll be back next week.